You know, one of the things that I see that probably hinder progress more than anything else is fear of the unknown. And that's totally understandable. Case in point would be something like mass transit. I go around and I talk to people about mass transit, why we need it, what it can do for our citizens, how it can make lives better for so many people that are struggling to survive today, who are just one paycheck away from being homeless. And I think it's time that we dispel those rumors or myths about mass transit. Because, I've been called by city leaders and friends telling me, Jeremy, don't talk about mass transit. It scares people. It can cost you votes. Why? When it can connect us to 60% of the population, 60% of the jobs of Georgia, and 70% of GDP, argue with that. We need to start educating the people about the possibilities that are endless to our citizens as far as opportunity with mass transit. Mass transit, the questions that I hear are, who's going to pay for it? Well, 50 to 70% of it comes from federal funding. How fast will it be? 120 to 125 miles per hour with maybe 2 to 3 stops a day. Is this statewide? Yes. And it's not only statewide. We're already talking about Montgomery and other areas in Alabama, connecting you with everyone. With the price of gas continually rising and rising and rising, as we've seen over the last 10 years, over 300%, we can no longer continue to be hostages to foreign oil. People can't afford it. People can't afford the commute. People want more opportunities. Like when I attended the Mayor's Let's Talk Forum about 2 months ago, I asked 4 high school students that were there, do you see Columbus, Georgia being your home the next 10 years? And no, maybe. That's sad. We can't win with these odds. We cannot survive with those odds. So we must do everything we can to get on board and start a new wave of business, because this is the way, the world changes, business changes, our needs change, and we have to be willing to adapt and become, new age. To what some people call it, but it's just progress. That's all it basically boils down to: innovation and progress. And that's something that we can all take part in. We can connect you to the jobs. We can connect you to so much more throughout our state, throughout states abroad. We can connect you to family. We can connect you to schools. While all calling Columbus, Georgia your home, you can live here. You can raise your family here. And then you can get on the train and go to work every day and then come back at the end of the day. This is the new wave of doing business. We have so long I've heard, they don't want to bring jobs here because it'll take away from the big 6 or whatever. And that's all theoretical, but at the same time though, it's not entirely false, because we don't see the abundance of jobs coming to Columbus that we need. And this is a way to connect you to them, without intrusion to our citizens. Will it be intrusive? No. We're not talking about building a rail system all through our city. Most likely, the most feasible way to do it would be come down 85 to 185. Even one person that's already on board that we were just amazed by their support for was our own airport. And I commend them for the bravery it took and courage to step forth and say, we welcome mass transit, because they want a station there as well. People know what this train system can bring. And also can help out Fort Benning. It can help out so many people in our city struggling to survive. I was talking to one lady out there on the campaign trail about a week ago, and she told me, she says, we got a great job now, but if we lose it, I have no idea what we're going to do, because there's no other jobs like it here in Columbus. So they would have to literally pack up and move out and go somewhere else to survive. We've got to do more. And with me as your next city councilor, I can ensure each of you that I will do everything to ensure that we are on board that train within the next 10 to 12 years. And mass transit will become a reality.